Hello friends, in today's video we're out thrifting on a perfect day to thrift, a rainy day. So I'm going to be looking for some more garden things because, as I've already explained to you, if you're not new here, we have tons of garden projects still to come for this summer and fall and until it's not freezing basically. So let's get in there and see what we can find. This store is the perfect example of don't judge a book by its cover, and especially the shelves, because at first it really didn't look like they had much for home decor, but the shelves were stocked. I seem to gravitate towards these wine caddies or drink caddies. I really thought that one was neat looking. It had some leather and metal mixed. I think some colored glass would look pretty in there, or even just a vase with some flowers. If you have any outdoor tables that need some decor or even a bar setup, that could be something to keep an eye out for. A very big project that is looming on the horizon is a greenhouse cleanup, really clean out as well as organize. So that white metal tray that was only a few dollars is something that I am looking for. How cute is this little 3 pail with those violets inside? I thought that was adorable. And check out the prices. I was very surprised and happy to find actual thrifty prices at this thrift store. If this is the first video of mine that you're watching, welcome. One of the things that I have been on the hunt for this spring and summer for the garden have been metal art pieces. I absolutely love these geometrical shapes. It's something that you'll find commonly, at least I do, at thrift stores, so keep an eye out for those because I have a fun thing that I like to do with them that I'll be sharing in today's video, and hopefully it will give you some fun ideas to do with some of your metal art pieces that you may have. I just had to get a closer look at these wire pieces, and then holding them up to the tiles, I could see they were a baker, a server here, I think a chef. So someone, it looks like, got rid of their collection, and I thought those guys were kind of cute. As I continued through the metal decor pieces, the prices were really starting to stand out for awesome, because I was finding things for less than $2, most of them marked $1.91, sometimes $2.92, but still, you cannot beat that. This piece here was actually quite heavy, and it looks like it is just your regular wall decor to hold a candle. And then they had a lot of these lovely pieces here that I have incorporated in the garden before. Typically, you'll see a glass votive there or some type of glass that are in those circles. And with that, you can put birdseed in them. You could also maybe put some solar lights and just think of other fun things, but those go great on fences or any other things that you have in the backyard. And definitely a porch or patio space. I may have a teeny regret on not picking up that frosted orange glass for only 95 cents, but I do have enough of those, so I'm pretty sure that's why I put that back. This appeared to be copper. It was very heavy duty, and it looks like it's a candle holder, and for less than $4, not bad. I just don't have the space or idea of what to do with something like that currently. I really loved the looks of this. It felt super heavy, so I think it may have actually been cast iron, and I thought that that would be a really great thing to have even inside, but I really wasn't sure exactly what it was. If anyone knows, please tell me. It looks like it would possibly hold a cookbook, but I didn't see somewhere where the book would rest, or if it was to hold music. I'm not sure. Please leave your thoughts on that below. Anybody else out there just love globes? I think they're such a perfect touch to any home office or shelf space in your home. I don't have any spots for it inside, but I was trying to think, how could I incorporate that outside? Maybe even on top of a fence post, or I wasn't really sure, but it's fun to think about. The candle holders were in abundance. I loved the look of these three, especially the fact that you have those different levels, and they were each $191. So for that price, they would be an excellent score. Again, I personally don't have the table space or outdoor table space for this, so I left them behind. But when it comes to affordable outdoor lighting, candles or solar lights are your go-to. There are so many amazing options out there now, and even little votives that are also solar powered or tea lights that are solar powered. So keep that in mind if you're looking to add some ambiance to your outdoor space. Here we have another winner for organization. Not only does it have the hooks, but it's got those slots. Definitely a letter organizer, but just the looks of both of those I really enjoyed. Again, another candle holder, and this one would look awesome outside because it's got the branches. And for $3.95, not too shabby. Again, finding more organization things for the greenhouse, keeping this stuff in mind. This looks like it could hold binders or folders, possibly something else in an office, but I'm thinking, what can I use this for to hang or organize when it comes to my gardening supplies? I am a big fan of sculptural art and busts. I think they are just timeless decor pieces that really give that classic element and honestly a bit of a romantic element to any space. Although I thought this one was nice, I wasn't completely in love with it, so when that's the case, I decide to leave it behind. Taking a look at a couple of more shelves before it's time to leave, and I spotted a birdhouse, so I think this one might need to come home. And with that, friends, I think it's time to head home and let's do a haul of what I was able to find. It's a couple of days later and let's do a thrift haul. I was pleasantly surprised to still find thrifty prices out there, and I have been on the hunt for those lately. Nothing against Goodwill because I do still go to some. I have so many around me, it's kind of hard not to, but I'm gonna get off on a tangent if I keep talking, so let's get into the thrift haul. Starting off, this awesome birdhouse. Let's tilt the camera up so you can see a little bit better. Looking like a little church with a steeple, and it came with this little bird and dragonfly that maybe somebody added on. Either way, I'm going to be painting this, and it's going to go in my new birdhouse bird bath area. That will be a project coming up very soon. And this was $3.93. So with that price, I couldn't leave it behind, and I just liked the very cool shape of it. It's a birdhouse shape that I don't currently have. Next, I have been on the hunt for some more galvanized metal pieces. I say more like I already have a bunch, but I really don't. And my thoughts are, I was going to redo a shelving area we have out here against the fence, and I think I'm going to incorporate this metal onto that fence and create a succulent slash cactus propagation station or just display. This was $3.93, and it was the beginning of the inspiration for that project. Also, these are fantastic to just put cut stems in. I think it's just a really nice rustic look. Speaking of which, we've got some more of that. I loved the shape of this bucket, and this was $1.91. Another one that would look really cute with some stems poking out, but I thought it would also look very cute with something else poking out like a succulent or cactus. And then I went back and grabbed these two little guys. Now, I have definitely seen these at the Dollar Tree or Walmart, Target. So I told myself, if it is more than $1, I'm not buying it. Well, look what it was, 95 cents. So with that, I definitely scooped up both of these. And again, very cute with some flowers poking out or the cactus or succulent for my idea. Next, my daughter wanted this adorable little bird, so I couldn't say no to that. Looks like it was $1.91 really tricky to tell on some of these, especially with that red on red, but what a little cutie. And she was such a great helper to me that day. So I said, you know what, we're gonna treat you with this adorable little bird. All right, and lastly is this. So these are very fun. And this is something that I feel like I find frequently at thrift stores. So keep an eye out if it's something that you're interested in. I just can't get enough of geometric shapes, and my husband absolutely loves them. So what I like to do with these, because number one, they're awesome for decorating indoors because these are great on bookshelves, coffee tables, you can prop them up on a stack of books. So they make really great indoor home decor pieces, which I believe is probably their number one intention. But for me, I like to do something else, and that is a project that we're actually going to do today. So let's get into that. And for $1.91, fantastic. And this is actually one that I've been saving. So this is from a different thrift store called Fur Kids, and it was discounted that day as well. I believe the pink tags were, I don't know, 15 or 20% off. And this one is just awesome. Look at all of those shapes inside, all these things going on. So let's get into our decorating project for today's video. What we are going to be doing with these awesome shapes are hanging them in the trees or amongst the trees that are in the backyard. So December doesn't have to be the only time we decorate a tree. We can decorate trees year long outside, and I absolutely love using these to do that. So all you need is some monofilament, or also known as fishing line. You're just going to use that to hang in your tree, because what I love most about the fishing line is that it's clear. So this just gives a really neat effect, especially as the wind is blowing. And I'm going to update a couple that I already have hanging back here with some glitter spray, because I just feel like making them sparkle. I may leave this one as is. It's just so pretty. I don't know if it needs the glitter spray, but I do think our brand new one that was $1.91 from this most recent thrift store, I think it needs a little upgrade with some paint. I don't love the yellow, super yellow tone of this gold spray, so I'm gonna just put a little bit of copper on there, because thankfully we have some, and it even sort of gives it an aged look, but kind of just add some more dimension to the color. There we go. Here is our glitter spray, rainbow Rust-Oleum Color Shift Rainbow Shimmer at different angles. Apply over a black base coat. Our stuff isn't black, but you know, you don't always have to listen to directions. It's your project. So we're just gonna give it a try. Maybe the glitter will show up, maybe it won't. We shall see. What you doing? Oh, okay. Yeah, I see why it would show up better on black. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'm just gonna keep going, and it'll be what it'll be. After standing on a chair to hang one, I decided it was time to call in my reinforcement. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope it inspires you to get out there and thrift and see what fun things you can incorporate into your home and garden. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here, and I will see you next time.